Welcome back to the channel and to part 3 of our deep dive into The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, a book that is quietly transforming how millions of people think about wealth, success, and happiness. In part 1, we explored how behavior drives wealth. In part 2, we talked about ego, hidden wealth, saving, and the power of flexibility. Today, in part 3, we'll explore more powerful mental models and truths, the hidden forces that control your financial outcomes, and why comparison, long-term thinking, and luck play bigger roles than most people realize. Let's get started. Chapter 16, You and Me. This chapter introduces a key idea. Different people play different financial games. An investor trading options on Reddit isn't playing the same game as a long-term retirement saver. But when they look at the same stock chart or headline, they may react in wildly different ways. The problem? We often take cues from people who are playing a completely different game. And that leads to bad decisions. Morgan's takeaway: filter your information carefully. Follow people who share your goals, time horizons, and risk tolerance. Don't get distracted by someone else's scoreboard. Chapter 17, The Seduction of Pessimism. Here's a psychological truth. Bad news grabs more attention than good news. Why? Because we're wired to avoid danger. Fear is a survival mechanism. That's why headlines are filled with crashes, panics, inflation, and debt, because they get clicks. But in finance, this bias toward pessimism makes us miss a key fact. Over time, markets go up more than they go down. Innovation compounds. Optimism wins long-term. So be careful of doomsday predictions. They're seductive, but rarely useful. As Housel says, pessimists sound smart. Optimists make money. Chapter 18, When You'll Believe Anything. Money can cause people to believe in myths and illusions. Why? Because financial outcomes are deeply emotional. When your savings are at risk or your dreams seem threatened, you'll grab onto any narrative that offers hope. Even if it's false, people believe what they need to believe in order to feel safe or successful. Housel explains that we should be aware of this vulnerability in ourselves. Ask, is this idea true? Or does it just make me feel better? Emotional investing leads to emotional mistakes. Be grounded in data, not dopamine. Chapter 19, All Together. Now this chapter is a beautiful summary of the mental models from earlier chapters. Morgan lays out a few principles that, when combined, help you build real, sustainable wealth. Save more than you spend. Be reasonable, not extreme. Think long-term. Plan for surprise. Keep a margin of safety. Respect the power of compounding. There's no secret formula, no silver bullet, just consistent habits over decades. Wealth isn't built in years, it's built in decades. And as boring as that sounds, it's also what makes it incredibly powerful. Chapter 20, Confessions. This chapter is Morgan's personal confession, a transparent look into how he manages his money. And guess what? It's not flashy. He invests conservatively. He saves aggressively. He doesn't chase alpha or try to beat the market. His strategy is boring, but it works. Why? Because it's built to match his personality. It helps him sleep at night. It reduces stress. It's simple, and it's effective. The takeaway? Your financial plan doesn't need to impress anyone. It just needs to work for you. Your goals, your fears, your values, those are what matter. Not some influencer's opinion or a Wall Street strategy that doesn't match your lifestyle. Chapter 21, You're Not Alone. This final chapter is a heartfelt reminder. You're not the only one navigating uncertainty. We all are. Everyone feels confused about money at times. Everyone has made mistakes. Even the wealthiest people, especially the wealthiest people, have faced major financial failures and self-doubt. So give yourself grace, keep learning, and remember, wealth is not about perfection. It's about persistence. That wraps up part 3 of our series on The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book isn't just about finance. It's about life, about understanding human nature, emotional resilience, and long-term thinking. If this episode brought you value, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because in the next part, we'll tie everything together and show how to apply these lessons in your daily life. Check the link in the description to grab your copy of the book. Thanks for joining me. Stay smart, stay humble, and always play your own financial game.